Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel in Less Than 30 with Joanne Smith, and I am of course Joanne Smith. So great to see everyone back with me today. We have so much to talk about, so without further ado, let's get started. But before you do that, go ahead and smash that subscribe button below, smash that real hard, tell your friends, your family about this channel if you enjoyed my videos. Subscribe, share, and of course like as well. And I also enjoy your comments for conversation. So let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for joining. Oh my goodness, so much going on in this world. Everything from Ukraine to gas prices to the economy to Kanye West and Kim. They can't just seem to stay out of the limelight. We have Bridgerton starting Friday, my favorite. We'll definitely talk about that this week as well. Season 2, by the way. And what else do we have going on? We have the Oscars on Sunday. So lots in news, politics, entertainment going on, world politics as well, and so much more. So there is something that I definitely want to talk about today, and that is the historic nomination of the first Black woman to the Supreme Court. I'm talking about Ketanji Brown Jackson. Oh my goodness, we need to talk about this historic moment in time as well as the way she has been treated by these men in the Senate. So let's get into it. So some may be asking, who is Ketanji Brown Jackson? So she is a federal judge, a former federal public defender, and the first Black woman nominated to become an associate justice on the Supreme Court. Ketanji did grow up in Miami and shared in her high school yearbook her goal to eventually receive a judicial appointment. She obtained both her undergraduate and law degrees from Harvard and is married to a fellow Harvard alum. Ketanji was nominated in 2012 by President Barack Obama to join the U.S. District Court. And one of her quotes is, "I am passionate about making sure that people who are powerless in our society and are being mistreated are heard by the system and are able to get their grievances heard and are treated fairly." Wow, I don't know how Ketanji did hold all of her patience. She has so much more grace than I could ever have under the completely ridiculous scrutiny that she has endured this week that is not warranted, unlike some other past nominee that came to the Supreme Court. This person likes beer. And she certainly has not had any strong accusations against her for crimes, especially a sexual crime. But we're not going to go there. Who am I kidding? We're going to go there. All right, you guys, let's look at these videos.
Cav, I know I'm out of time, and listen, you've lived an incredible life, but here's one thing that won't happen to you as we wrap this up. How would you feel that if I'd had a letter from somebody accusing you of something, a crime or misconduct, for weeks, and I give it to Senator Durbin just before this hearing's over, and not allow you to comment on the accusation? How would you feel about that?
Senator, I'm not sure. I don't understand the context of the question.
Well, did you watch the Kavanaugh hearings?
No, sir.
Are you familiar what happened in the Kavanaugh hearings?
Generally.
Senator, your time is...
Well, please, Mr. Chairman. So, to be honest, it's a minute and 47 seconds. She filibustered every question I had, and she has a right to give an answer, but I'm trying to make a point in 20 minutes. You were here for Kavanaugh. If she's confused about what happened, some people on the other side had an accusation against Judge Kavanaugh that during high school, he sexually assaulted somebody. And the rest is history. That was known to the people on the other side and never revealed during the meetings they had with Judge Kavanaugh. It was literally ambushed. He was ambushed. How would you feel if we did that to you?
Senator, I've appreciated the kindness that each of you has shown me to see me in your offices, to talk with me about my approach.
But my question is, what if during our 15-minute exchange, it was very pleasant? You're a very nice person. You have a lot to be proud of. I would never do that to you. If I had some information that's sketchy at best, that somehow you've done something wrong, I promise you, just from human decency, I would share it with you. I would not disclose it at the last minute of the last day of the hearing, and I've already given it to a newspaper so the whole country can read about it before you ever said a word.
Senator, she's had nothing to do with the cause.
No, but
Kavanaugh
I'm
hearing.
asking her about
you won't even let her finish
how
your
she may
response.
feel about what y'all did.
I mean, Ketanji had nothing to do with what happened to Brett Kavanaugh in his confirmation hearing. And I just felt like the Republicans wanted to pin it on her, on somebody, and have an apology to make themselves feel better. That apology will never come. This was not her fault. And, you know, it's Brett Kavanaugh's fault.
The question
But
was.
let me ask, under the modern leftist sensibilities, if I decide right now that I'm a woman, then apparently I'm a woman. Does that mean that I would have Article 3 standing to challenge a gender-based restriction?
Senator, to the extent that you are asking me about who has the ability to bring lawsuits based on gender, those kinds of issues are working their way through the courts, and I'm not able to comment on them.
Okay, if I can change my gender, if I can be a woman, and then an hour later, if I decide I'm not a woman anymore, I guess I would lose Article 3 standing. Tell me, does that same principle apply to other protected characteristics? For example, I'm an Hispanic man. Could I decide I was an Asian man? Would I have the ability to be an Asian man and challenge Harvard's discrimination because I made that decision?
Senator, I'm not able to answer your question. You're asking me about hypotheticals and
I'm asking you how you would assess standing if I came in and said, I have decided I identify as an Asian man.
I would assess standing the way I assess other legal issues, which is to listen to the arguments made by the parties, consider the relevant precedents, and the constitutional principles involved, and make a determination.
I have to say, this is the first time I've ever heard Ted Cruz say he was Hispanic. So that's interesting. I mean, word on the street is that he's always identified as just a white male. So the questions that these men have asked Ketanji Brown Jackson the last several days have all been kind of those, I call them like gotcha questions. You know, they want to kind of have her slip up, say something completely off base, wrong, even make her irritated. But I have to say, she wasn't falling for it. She has remained just flawless in her execution, so patient, and yes, kind, and yes, there's been times where she was emotional. I like it. I mean, it's a new world we're living in. Gone are the days where people are looked down upon, crying at work. I used to be that person, and I would say, don't you dare cry at work. You better go in the bathroom, and not show any emotion. But you know what? Everyone, times have changed, and people are more in tune with their feelings and emotions. And I think the phrase that don't take it personal, it's just business, is so dated, and I never liked it personally. Everything about your business and your career and your job is personal. It's so personal. It's your money, it's your finances, it's your well-being, it's your crown of glory. It's the thing that people within meeting you of minutes ask you, what do you do for a living? So how can it not be personal? I mean, for Ted Cruz to ask Ketanji Brown Jackson about her rulings, if he was going to, at the last minute, this stupid hypothetical, change his gender, and how she would rule, is ludicrous. And then saying, okay, well, if that's not the case, what if I decide that, that's when he said he was Hispanic, which, you know, I think about 20 million people all gasped today. I've never heard him call himself Hispanic. Hey, if he's Hispanic, no problem. But, you know, the thing that Republicans like to say about Democrats is that we use our ethnicity, our gender, other things, religion, when it's convenient. So I just thought it was kind of strange for him to say that today conveniently in his example of being a Hispanic man and saying that he decided if Asian, that, you know, how does one feel about that? So, you know, they're just stupid questions, hypotheticals, and judges don't deal in hypotheticals. They're in the real world. They have their big boy and big girl pants on. So, you know, they don't deal with hypotheticals. And I'm glad she's not answering these stupid questions. It's just a waste of people's time. Oh my goodness, Cory Booker. You just gotta love Cory Booker. He is also, I would say in the Senate, he's just that person that kind of gets everyone geared up.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm not letting anybody in the Senate steal my joy. I told you this at the beginning. I'm embarrassed. It happened earlier today. I just look at you and I start getting full of emotion. I'm jogging this morning and I'm at the end of the block I live on. And I get terrified because I put my music on loud when I'm jogging, trying to block out the noise of the heart attack I'm having. And this woman comes up on me, practically tackles me, an African-American woman. And the look on her eyes, she just wanted to touch me because I'm sitting so close to you, and tell me what it meant to her to watch you sitting where you're sitting. And you did not get there because of some left-wing agenda? You didn't get here because of some dark money groups? You got here how every black woman in America who's gotten anywhere has done. By being, like Ginger Rogers said, I did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards in heels. And so I'm just sitting here saying, nobody's stealing my joy. Nobody's going to make me angry, especially not people that are called in a conservative magazine demagogic for what they're bringing up that just doesn't hold water. I'm not going to let my joy be stolen because I know you and I
have a couple of things with him as far as other things that we can talk about at a later date, but I like his policy and I like Cory Booker. I just wish he was a little bit more forthright with other things and honest. But for anyone that knows what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. All right. Love you, Cory. Just be honest. But, you know, Cory was, you know, Cory's gonna Cory. Cory Booker's gonna Cory, meaning that he brought the House down and brought the emotions through. You know, Ketanji and himself were both tearing up, and he was sharing the story that you saw, and I thought that was really nice. And I wanted to end this video with, you know, something positive because it is such a historical moment. Have I mentioned that? Historical moment. It means a lot to me as a black woman, to a lot of black women and black little girls out there to see themselves in the highest court of the land. And I always say representation matters, and it really does truly matter to see someone that looks like you on TV, you know, in the classroom, wherever it may be, to represent you and someone that kind of understands your unique position in this world. So overall, the feeling is that Ketanji Brown Jackson will be confirmed to the United States Supreme Court, and we will have our first beautiful black female judge on the Supreme Court, and all will be right with the world. Well, maybe not, but you know, it's definitely a step forward. Thank you guys if you made it this far. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe. Subscribe right now if you haven't already. It's at the bottom of your page. Hit that red subscribe button to my channel. Please tell your friends and your family about my channel. If you're enjoying my videos, please also share them out. In the comments below, let me know what you thought of what has been happening all week with Ketanji, and let me know your thoughts. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. We've got so much to discuss all week and into the next weekend. We've got Bridgerton tomorrow, Friday, and we have Oscars on Sunday, so it'll be a lot of entertainment and some things in between. All right, you guys know what we do over here. We stay educated, we stay fierce, we stay honest, and above all, we stay fabulous. Okay, bye guys.